Taylor Swift just humiliated Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds by keeping them away from her wedding.
Not only are Blake Lively and Taylor on the outs, she must fucking hate her. Everybody was invited to this shindig. Everybody was invited. She must really, really be upset with her for her to not be invited.
Blake Lively and Taylor Swift used to be inseparable. They were friends for over a decade. Taylor is godmother to all 4 of Blake's children. But when Taylor got married at Madison Square Garden recently, Blake wasn't there. The guest list had over 1,000 people. A-listers like Brad Pitt, Paul McCartney, Tom Cruise, and Jennifer Lopez. But no, Blake Lively. Sources say Blake was left furious, and this was the final straw, that their friendship is officially over. So what finally pushed Taylor over the edge? Was it about the lawsuit, the leaked texts? I dug into this drama, and the real reason Taylor has cut off Blake Lively is much darker than you would think.
No. They are not friends.
They're done.
Dunzo.
Couldn't be more done.
They're dunzo.
Kaput dunzo.
Those kids are gonna need a new godmother.
Blake Lively is reportedly livid after Taylor Swift left her off the wedding guest list. Now, these two were thick as thieves not so long ago. Blake even named Taylor godmother to all 3 daughters she shares with Ryan Reynolds. That's not casual, that's your family territory. Now here is where this wedding drama really started getting interesting. You see, 2 weeks before Taylor's wedding, people were curious to know where Taylor and Blake's friendship stood. Then Page 6 revealed that Taylor had yet to extend a wedding invitation to her former BFF, despite reports suggesting the pair were working their way back to one another. In the lead up to Taylor's wedding, they had resumed contact following the fallout surrounding Lively's legal battle with Justin Baldoni. At the time, people assumed that the friends were working things out and Blake would surely be at the wedding. According to the Daily Mail, Taylor had become more receptive to speaking with Lively as the lawsuit wound down, and that the actress was optimistic about repairing their friendship. One insider even alleged that everyone around Taylor is aware that Blake could attend the ceremony, while another claimed Blake was slowly getting back into the fold. But here's the thing. After Blake seemingly threw Taylor under the bus during the Justin Baldoni drama, reports came out that Taylor needed space from Blake at the time. Taylor felt used by Blake Lively and wished Blake didn't drag her into the Justin Baldoni lawsuit to begin with. Insiders reported that Taylor didn't appreciate being referred to as one of Blake's dragons after Blake's alleged texts were revealed in a countersuit filed by Justin Baldoni. The alleged texts didn't specify who Blake's dragons were, but it's believed by many that Blake was referencing Ryan Reynolds and Taylor. Blake's allegedly texted Justin Baldoni saying, "If you ever get around to watching Game of Thrones, you'll appreciate that I'm Khaleesi, and like her, I happen to have a few dragons, for better or worse, but usually for better, because my dragons also protect those I fight for. So really, we all benefit from those gorgeous monsters of mine. You will too, I can promise you." Now, according to Justin Baldoni, Blake was referring to Taylor Swift when he texted Lively about her script revisions, and Blake didn't like that.
Taylor Swift is reportedly taking a step back from her friendship with Blake Lively amid the lawsuit drama after feeling like she was used as an intimidation tactic. As a reminder, Taylor Swift was mentioned in Baldoni's latest lawsuit because allegedly she was at the meeting at Blake and Ryan's penthouse where they basically forced Justin Baldoni into liking Blake's version of the rooftop scene. So Justin provided text messages in his lawsuit that showed Blake referencing a redacted mega celebrity friend that is a singer. So down here, she said, both Ryan and Blank have established themselves as absolute titans, as writers and storytellers outside of their primary gig, just singing or just acting. So obviously the name was redacted there, but then in this text message, the name is not redacted because this one was sent by Justin Baldoni, so they don't really have to redact anything that they don't want.
Now, up to this point, Blake and Taylor had been friends for about 10 years, dating all the way back to September 2015, when Blake shared a since-deleted Instagram post with a pic from a L'Oreal campaign shoot featuring John Legend, captioning the pic, "So, turns out this wasn't a video shoot for John Legend's cover of Bad Blood." At L'Oreal Paris official blew it out for this one, and when fans accused her of throwing shade at Taylor, she posted another pic of her niece backstage with Taylor during her 1989 tour with the caption, "Whoever thought I was throwing shade clearly doesn't know I have a Taylor Swift Please Be My Wife voodoo doll, #obsessed. Look how rad she is here making my niece Heather feel like a rock star. Love my Canadian family almost as much as I love Taylor Lively." Lively. I mean, Swift. Okay, Fai Ein. We can hyphenate our last names. Ezo, Blake, Swift, Lively, for Eva. Fast forward to December 2015. Blake was spotted in the crowd at Taylor's Brisbane show. The next day, Taylor and Blake had a wholesome hang at Warner Brothers Movie World theme park. Their friendship kicked into high gear the following year. Blake and Ryan were among the few couples who cozied up at Taylor's annual 4th of July bash, including Taylor and her then-boyfriend, Tom Hiddleston. Come December 2016, Blake shared a sweet post celebrating Taylor's birthday on Instagram. People who I not only really love, but also really like, that were born yesterday, at Taylor Swift, you know how I feel?
I don't know about you, but I thought she was 22. I'm supposed to do math right now?
Now their friendship really got cemented when Taylor released her 6th album, Reputation, featuring the voice of Blake and Ryan's daughter, James, on Gorgeous. At this point, Taylor had become Blake Lively's ride or die. So much so, she was voluntarily promoting Blake's projects. In 2018, Taylor gushed about Blake's movie, A Simple Favor, on her Instagram story after watching it with her dad.
So we just went to go see A Simple Favor.
It's best movie.
Best movie. So incredible. Like, everyone did such an amazing job. Blake, Anna, the whole cast. It was so insane.
Loved it.
So, you gotta go see it. You really do. Like, just go see it.
A couple of weeks later, Blake and Ryan were some of the star-studded guests at Taylor's New Year's childhood hero-themed costume party. Taylor dressed as Ariel from The Little Mermaid, while Blake went as Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz. Taylor even released her Grammy-winning album, Folklore, which featured a sweet nod to Blake's daughters in multiple songs. Betty is named after her youngest daughter, while one of Taylor's fictional teenage love triangle characters is named after her oldest, James. Another character in the saga, the town gossip Inez, who's also named after Blake's middle daughter.
Taylor is, you know, she's the girl squad girl.
Yeah.
And I think that if she's your friend, she's your ride or die. But if you screw her over, or you use her, Tom's about to swear. Andrea and I are like, don't swear. But I just think if you are Taylor, I don't know the truth of what's true or not, but it really seemed to be, as an outsider, that maybe, just maybe, Blake was using her friendship with Taylor against Justin and saying, you know, if you mess with me, you're gonna mess with Taylor Swift. She's the most famous.
Fast forward to March 2021. Taylor made history when she won Album of the Year for the 3rd time at the Grammys for Folklore. She gave Blake, Ryan, and their kids a sweet shout out during her acceptance speech.
I want to thank James, Inez, and Betty, and their parents, who are the 2nd and 3rd people that I play every new song that I write.
It's Taylor's wedding, give her a break. She can invite someone or not, make it a private wedding to hold of those people in Madison Square Garden, or go full public. It doesn't matter. But when you're the biggest pop star of current date, the internet never sleeps like the news, always sniffling the smallest scandal, or critics to say she's not authentic. I'm happy for her, but it is her wedding and she can invite who she wants to. I wouldn't invite someone who dragged me into something that I didn't want to be in. Blake and Reynolds aren't really good PPL egg. Taylor Swift isn't the best either, but I can understand why she wouldn't want to invite people as toxic as them to her wedding. She probably wanted it drama-free. Now, while Taylor's wedding was going on, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds were a couple of 100 miles away from the festivities. Another indication that Blake and Taylor's once close friendship is officially over. The couple were pictured cheering on their daughter, Betty, as she competed in a horse show at a local farm in Lake Placid, New York. Not at Madison Square Garden, not at Taylor's wedding, a horse show. According to an insider, Taylor's in a different place now, and she just wants to be around people she trusts and who bring her peace. Now, it's a shame because she and Blake really were close, but Taylor doesn't think it's something that's going to be fixed. As far as Taylor's concerned, their friendship is done. There was a point where Taylor thought she and Blake would get past all of this, but she didn't expect things to end up like this. At first, she figured once everything settled down, they'd be fine, but then more stuff kept happening, and it just got harder to come back from. According to the insider, it wasn't just one big thing that made Taylor cut off Blake. It was everything adding up. By the time Taylor was making decisions about the wedding and who she wanted there, she realized she just didn't want that kind of energy that Blake would bring around something so important. And it really was a turning point for her. Now, Blake and Ryan were once considered part of Taylor's inner circle. They were untouchable in Hollywood. But after the Justin Baldoni scandal, it's like they have become outcasts. 18 months after his last major movie role, Ryan has yet to secure another leading project. Meanwhile, at least 3 projects tied to Maximum Effort have reportedly been scrapped, including the planned sci-fi film Area 51 and an adaptation of Eloise, despite an ongoing first-look deal with Paramount. According to insiders, studios are becoming more cautious about working with Ryan and Blake. People have seen a new side of Ryan after the legal proceedings, and studios are distancing themselves from him. He's in a difficult position now, and some of the biggest names are reluctant to work with him. Turns out the studios don't want to invest millions into a Blake or Ryan project that will ultimately backfire. Some of the documents which were revealed during the court case have changed perceptions of them in the industry. It's affected their reputation in Hollywood. So where does that leave us? A decade of friendship, godmother to Blake's children, songs written about her daughters, Grammys dedicated to the family, and now nothing. Blake Lively was not at Taylor Swift's wedding. Over 1,000 people were there. A-list celebrities from every corner of Hollywood, but the woman who was once Taylor's closest friend, nowhere to be seen. It wasn't one thing, it was everything. The leaked texts, the Dragons comment, Taylor feeling used, the Baldoni lawsuit dragging her into the drama. It all added up. Taylor made her decision. She chose her peace, she chose her wedding, she chose her future, and Blake wasn't part of it. For Blake, this is a major loss, not just a friendship, but a connection to one of the most powerful people in the entertainment industry. Taylor Swift's inner circle is exclusive. Once you're out, you're out. For Taylor, it's a statement. She's done with the drama. She's done with people using her. She's done with negativity at her wedding. She's moving forward with Travis, with her new chapter, and without Blake. So will Blake and Taylor ever reconcile? Was the snub fair, or did Taylor overreact? The most important question of all, is this really the end? A decade of friendship, godmother to her children, songs written about her daughters, and now nothing. This is a reminder that even the strongest friendships can fall apart. When trust is broken, when boundaries are crossed, when you feel used, even Hollywood's most bulletproof duos aren't immune. Comment below with your thoughts. Was Taylor right to cut Blake out? Will they ever reconcile? And who do you think is in the wrong?